Season's greetings. I'm Jim Glidewell, here to reflect briefly on another remarkable year for dentistry. Like most years, 2022 had its ups and downs. Global conflict, social unrest, record inflation, skyrocketing interest rates. With so many challenges around us, it would be easy to get discouraged. But times of trouble are often fertile ground for positive change. Adapt or die, they say. Well, that suits us at Glidewell just fine. You see, we live for innovation. Despite our many advancements, our eye is fixed constantly on the future. Because the only way to meet our mission of increasing patient access to quality dentistry is to improve the speed, quality, and cost effectiveness of the methods and materials available to you, their dedicated providers. So as we turn the page on another year, I thought I'd take a moment to share a few of our recent examples. The biggest story in dentistry continues to be the rapid adoption of digital technologies. We've met this demand in the lab with our shift towards digital cases. The development of CT impression scanning, increased use of 3D printing, advances in artificial intelligence and proprietary software, and the continued growth of BruxZir factory. We're also working feverishly to bring the lab chairside with Glidewell.io, with services and support no other company can match. Our introduction of the FastScan.io scanning solution was another important step in partnering with dentists at the point of treatment. And we have a lot of exciting developments planned for the future. Instead of losing lab business as some of us once feared, we're finding that helping dentists control their own restorative workflow is actually increasing their willingness and ability to reach out to us in other areas. Of course, BruxZir zirconia in all of its forms remains our bread and butter. This year, we added the BruxZir Now bridge block to our family of no oven weight materials. We also made BruxZir aesthetic milling blanks available to outside labs for the first time. Next year, expect new formulations of our signature material brand to set even higher standards of beauty and performance. Our implant department continues to show strength on the shoulders of BruxZir demand, but also saw noticeable upticks in implant retained removables and advancement in digital treatment planning. More and more, dentists are taking advantage of the 20% everyday savings we offer for Glidewell restorations over Hahn tapered implants, enjoying our lifetime warranty that covers the entire restorative stack from implant to crown. And we continue to add more and more implant systems to our comprehensive line of inclusive prosthetic components, so the clinicians can save up to 78% over the cost of OEM parts like screws and abutments. Digital dentistry was again the prevailing theme in our preventative care departments. With a tremendous rise in additive manufacturing demand for Comfort 3D, the InSnores sleep appliance, launched exclusively at New West in early 2023, will see this technology expand to mandibular advancement devices, and we're still just scratching the surface of what will be when it comes to 3D printing materials and services. Speaking of sleep appliances, we introduced the Silent Night sleep appliance with Glidewell Hinge. The new Hinge feature qualifies for Medicare reimbursement, reducing the cost to the patients 65 and older so that more of them can find relief from snoring and obstructive sleep apnea. These are just some of the areas that paid big dividends in 2022, and there's much more in store for 2023. As always, I'd like to commend our incredible R&D teams, including engineering, manufacturing, business development, and other support departments. Despite skyrocketing prices, lingering supply chain concerns, and other prevailing challenges, these proud folks continue to innovate and bring exciting new products to market that will ensure our continued success not just today, but tomorrow. In 2022, we came back full force after a quiet calendar during the pandemic. Clinicians were eager to return to in-person learning, and our clinical education department met the demand, and with an incredible supply of industry-leading education, including 3 symposiums in our brand new Glidewell Clinical Education Center. We hosted an implant symposium in June and an aesthetic symposium in October, followed the very next week by the first ever Glidewell.io experience, dubbed IOX. We welcome 600 dentists and staff to our campus for these events, providing 5,400 hours of continuing education credit. Many of you might have seen us conducting visitor tours of our facilities during these events. And let me tell you, the response was dramatic. Dentists simply cannot believe all that we have going on here, and their amazement is a key driver in generating additional business and loyalty. These events were so successful, in fact, that we plan to host no fewer than 8 symposia next year. In addition to these wildly successful symposia, we welcome clinicians to the Glidewell campus to attend a wide selection of live courses from implants to mastering aesthetic transformations and more. Globally, we provided over 120,000 hours of continuing education units to dentists throughout the weekly Glidewell online study club, and we offered 16,000 hours of continuing education through our online training videos and Chairside magazine. Education offerings have long served as a gateway to working with Glidewell and will continue to be a principal driver in our new future growth. Our construction teams were as busy as ever this year as we continued our campus expansion, which now stretches across 30 acres. Most notably, we unveiled the brand new Glidewell Clinical Education Center, as well as the new DuPont Center restaurant, which offers delicious dining to both the public and our Glidewell employees. The Glidewell Clinical Education Center is a world-class, state-of-the-art facility designed to support our extensive clinical education calendar. They also developed an amazing new Glidewell.io training center in our Von Karman building. After 52 years of consistent growth, I've learned not to let external forces rattle my focus. Rather than obsess over factors beyond our control, we take our destiny into our own hands. With an ear to your needs and a vertically integrated operation, we're dedicated to helping you simplify treatment, optimize results, and improve more lives. I hope you too have found focus amid this year's distractions and managed to take meaningful strides in the advancement of your practice. Because these days, the world needs all of the smiles you can provide. To you and the patients you serve, I wish you a safe and prosperous new year.